Thank you. I always wanted it to come, and I was always skeptical about it coming. But when I had started training this season, and I had started feeling good and been injury free, then I kind of hoped for it a little bit more, and I almost expected it. This came probably in Ohio when I hit my fastest time, and before that race, I was feeling okay, but I wasn't feeling the greatest. And I went out there and I just ran, and I didn't think about anything else, and I ran a very good time for myself, and I got a PR. And that's when I knew that I was capable of running like that and running with that type of confidence. Then I kind of put myself in the type of mood that I knew that I would be hopefully one of the best. It was important to me. It was a nice way to end the indoor season in the conference for me, and it was always something that I aspired to. That you know, coming in sixth before, just going there for the 400 before, like I always thought about it. But this year was more of a, I want to win this, and I just want to do it because I know that I can. You know, I've had people come up to me during the conference meet and say, "Oh, you know, hey, how are you? Like, what happened to you? You got so fast." And like that type of conversation and that type of like camaraderie among the runners definitely creates like I almost feel like I had to compete really well because I was seated so high. I definitely think it's going to take some getting used to, and I think it's definitely going to take for me to get out there on the track with the runners that I haven't seen before, or I haven't seen compete before, I've never ran with, in order for me to get that type of feeling of belongingness among the competition. So it's definitely intimidating because I don't know anything about the people that I'm running with. All I know is the times that they've ran, and it's just going to be very intimidating. But I think it's also going to push me more. It's also going to give me that level of nervousness that I'm going to need to compete the way that I've been doing. And more than anything, I'm just excited. I'm excited to see what other people can do, and I'm excited to see how the national championship unravels.
I'm very excited that I get to go with Justen. Like I said, he's a great kid. Don't know anybody that could possibly deserve it more than him. I mean, he's worked hard, and being that he is a senior and like has never made it, that's just great. I said, Justen, there's nothing more you could have asked for out of, you know, a college athletic career to end it by going to an NCAA championship. Now, hopefully, you know, he still has outdoor left, so hopefully he'll be going out to Colorado. But, you know, just in general, the track team has put in a lot of time. You know, with Coach Parker here, they've done a lot more. So, you know, it shows. It's really paid off for him. I wasn't scared about being like, oh, you know, gosh, I have to fly out and I'm going to be tired from that. I really wasn't. You can't let that get to you. I do remember I get really nervous for races, especially, you know, big ones like that. And I remember my parents came out. This was in Albuquerque, and just sitting in the hotel, and I would just, you know, just something would I'd start to think about the race, and I could feel like my throat closing and like I was like getting choked up days prior to this race. And I'm like, my gosh, I was like, you know, a nutcase about it. I didn't know what to do. I remember, you know, Clarissa Corell at the time called me up, and she was like, Brenae, calm down. She's like, you're just as good as the rest of them. I was like, I know, but you don't understand. I'm so nervous. And so I'm sure Justen is like that a little bit. It's very nerve-wracking, but I think to a point everybody else feels the same out there. Depending on, you know, what race you're in and how many kids there are, we're all out there to accomplish the same thing. At those big meets, it's not necessarily, I would say with most running events, about time as much as you want to be in the top 8. I mean, I wouldn't trade it for anything. I've loved every experience. It's my 5th time. I would love to be able to come back with a streak of 5 out of 5 for, you know, being All-American, but you never know. Every time I've gone, I've placed 3rd my first year, and then 5th, and then 7th. I'm really hoping it doesn't hit that 9, because that would really stink. But I have really enjoyed my last year of indoor track. You know, cross country went great. I couldn't have asked for a better ending with that, besides the weather. So it's been nice racing inside. I hope to make it the most memorable last indoor track season.